boy, chat. Chat. I heard there's some alphas. Is this the truth? Do we have alphas? Or do we not have alphas? Wait. I gotta get the hat, of course. I need the hat. Let me get the good old hat. Are we not doing better there, chat? Yeah, we are. Of course we are. So today's gonna be, a simple day, right? We're simple people. We like simple things. Well, we already have the alpha. Wait, what is the alpha? Oh, yeah. We have alpha being that, not tomorrow. What day is it today? Thursday. Monday, we'll have Pulse. Okie dokes. That's when we'll have Pulse. And what other alpha can I give you? Yeah. There's going to be a competition for Pulse. It's going to last 2 weeks. I think that's some good alpha, too. What other alpha? What other? GM a Thriver, by the way. GM Timmer. Oh, wow, we got Timmer Lenk in here. Welcome to the stream, my brother. Welcome. Congratulations again on that beautiful victory that you magically... wait, are you... No. Crazy Emma did a back-to-back. Crazy Emma did a back-to-back. But if you can do a back-to-back, are you going to also partake in the English Premier League one? Are you going to submit one, or you don't have any more CPs? Unfortunately. Now, by the way, whoever's joining, Crazy Timmer back-to-back. Hey, wouldn't that be sensational if that could actually be a thing? Wouldn't that be six? You're here, Timmer. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that everyone's here. Before we get started with the parlay, let's just. Oh wait, what happened? What happened to my screen here? Why did it do that? Let me go and fix that real quick. There we go. We are right here. Trade your convictions, boys and girls. It's always important, right? Always important to trade the conviction. Always important, right? You are convicted of something, you listen to it. That's it. That's how it works, okay? And this is what we're gonna do today. But before we get to our convictions with the parlay, okay? By the way, I'll explain how the parlay works in a second. But before we do that, I want to just go real quick here, and let's go and click on ㆍxo.market, right? We go and click on ㆍxo.market. We scroll down real quick, and we see, oh, Snapples. Oh, Snapples. Ali, he says, Habibis. For those who haven't seen, of course. Okay, this is for those who haven't seen yet. Habibis ㆍxo just closed a 6 million seed to build a permissionless conviction market. Anyone can spin up a yes or no market on any belief in seconds. Led by 20VC Fund, FUTvsVIT, CB Ventures, which we know is Coin Ventures, of course. And then we also have Pat Cummings in here, which is a dad to Albie and Eddie, Australian cricket captain. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad if you ask me. We got the cricket captain on board with us, boys and girls. That is insane. Hello there, Earth is round. Obviously you are not a flath. Let me tone down the music a little bit here. Let me. Okay, I hope that's better. But Earth is round. Obviously, you're not a Earth is flat kind of guy. Just by reading your little name there. As you can see, we got a nice little 16K views here already since the post. Let's go and read and see what CoinDesk has to say about this. ㆍxo.market bets on user-generated prediction markets to rival Polymarket and Kalshi. Backed by 20VC, Pickus Capital, and Coinbase Ventures, ㆍxo lets users create and profit from their own prediction markets. Wait, let me zoom in a little bit here. Earth is hexagonal. I agree with that. For sure, Earth is flat. GM Milkenzie, Milhart. Wait. You know what time it is when I can't read a name. When I can't read a name, Google what? Translator. Yes, sir. That's exactly where we're gonna come out. So I want to see what this sounds like real quick. Let me just turn that on.
Melhareski.
Welcome to the stream. Den, welcome to the stream. Everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for you guys for being here. Super duper uber duper appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to have all of you cats and girls in here. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, of course. I was reading a little bit about Coinbase. Okay, so a profit from their own... Okay, yeah. Let users create and profit from their own prediction markets and plans to roll out a new Vault product, Timmer, to democratize market making. Guys, did you hear that? There's a Vault. Timmer, you are here. I know you're here. I didn't call you Timmer, but you're here. I know you're here. Okay? Anyway, do you hear that, Timmer? Timmer, there's a new Vault product to democratize market making. What do you think about that? The Earth is actually a simulation of my imagination, bro. It's a ruse. I mean, hey, you know what? Today, honestly speaking, okay, before we go into all the mumbo jumbos and whatnot, I kind of have to agree, you know, like today, do we live in a simulation? What go on exactly? What's the whole thing about exactly? All right, let's continue reading on the little market making here. ㆍxo.market lets users build, run prediction markets unlike curated platforms like Kalshi. The platform has more than 600 active listings with rising participations. We don't have 600 active listings, driven by natural selections, dynamic. We we're not going to say they're active, but we do have, like, you know, more than 600 markets made in total, which a lot more than that. I'm pretty sure. I would have to check how many markets we have, but we don't have 600 active ones. The company is set to introduce ㆍxo Vaults, which will allow users to pool capital into strategies that provide liquidity across prediction markets. ㆍxo.market is betting on the future of prediction markets won't be dictated by centralized teams deciding what people can trade on, but by users themselves. The startup, which just closed a $6 million seed round, led by 20 VC Pickus Capital, Coinbase Ventures, venture together a group of angels, including an Australian cricket captain, Pat Cummings, is positioning himself as the YouTube of prediction markets, according to the co-founder Ali Hababe. This is not relevant, the video here. Today's major platform like Kalshi and Paul. Let me just 100% is simulation, Johnson says. That's perfect. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. Today's major, sorry about that. Oh, wait. Can I exit? Hello? Am I not allowed to exit that? Is that always just going to be there? Oh, okay. There you go. It's not going to always be there. I took it out, boys and girls. Anyway, as I was saying, today's major platforms like Kalshi and Polymarket act more like a Netflix. Ali, we're going to say Ali, okay? Ali told CoinDesk in an interview, they decide what markets exist. We flip that model entirely. On ㆍxo, users create their markets themselves. Yes or no? Yes, we do. Who here has already made a market on ㆍxo? Please give a little raise of the hand. Do we have hands here in the emojis? Do we have hands? Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, we do. I want to see a raise of hands, boys and girls. Ooh, wait, let me close that up. Wait, boom. I want to see a raise of hands here. Yeah, there you go. Raise hands. There you go. We had Killian. I remember yours. Killian raised his hand 2 times. Danovich, I don't remember your market, but you did make one. Man, we got Killian raising his hand 4 times. 3 times, sorry. Oh, wait, Timur Lenk, you made a market? No way. When did you make a market? Long time ago? Okay, anyway, so mainnet beta launch. The model appears to be gaining traction since starting in its mainnet beta in mid-November. ㅍxo has generated more than $100 million in trading volume, attracted over 30,000 users, and seen more than 600 user-created markets. There you go. That's more like it. Hello there, Agabutur Samuel. An earlier pilot began in April 2025 with a test rollout. The metrics look strong because the incentives are aligned, Ali said. If you create a compelling market, people trade on it. If you don't, it dies naturally. That natural selection dynamic may be a double-edged sword. Even Ali points out that competing user-generating platforms like Nine Lives, Warm Protocol struggle to convert the concept into meaningful liquidity, resulting in inactive markets on minimal trading activity. It is unlikely that Polymarket and Kalshi will offer user-generated markets, according to Ali, because they would need to find market makers willing to provide liquidity for thousands of different events and would have to alter their infrastructure. Their current models are extremely profitable, he added. Prediction markets are gaining traction beyond their niche origins, drawing increased interest from retail traders and institutional participants alike as a new venue for pricing uncertainty. Advances in digital asset infrastructure have lowered barriers to entry, while a series of high-profile political and economic events has underscored the limitations of traditional forecasting tools. Okay, so that's true. We've seen definitely that with the Iran war, obviously, right? Or everything that happened in Venezuela. There was also the Cuba thing. Anyway, the result is growing numbers of platforms where contracts tied to real-world outcomes are traded with increasing liquidity, positioning prediction markets as an emerging and lightly regulated complement to conventional financial markets. The total industry volume jumped roughly fourfold to more than 60 billion in 2025. Guys, wow, that's insane. Up from 15 to 16 billion the year before. Do you know how insane that is, guys? What platforms with platforms like Polymarket driving much of the growth, of course. On Polymarket specifically, monthly trading exploded from 54 million at the start of 2024 to over 2.6 billion in November, helping push cumulative volume past 9 billion in a single year. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think we know what that means. Now, we got the alphas of the day. Hello to every. Oh wait, you're already saying hello. We got, of course, the alphas, which is the vaults, guys. Did you guys read about the vaults? Let me get into it. Alongside its core platform, ㅍxo is preparing a new product aimed at democratizing another key part of the ecosystem: market making. Market making is very important. We all know how important it is. And the forthcoming ㅍxo Vault will allow users to pool capital into strategies that provide liquidity across prediction markets, something traditionally dominated by professional firms. Holy moly, guys. Are you listening to this right now? Are you listening to this right now? Are you listening to this? On platforms like Kalshi and Polymarket, liquidity is controlled by a handful of large market makers, Ali said. With ㅍxo Vaults, anyone can become a market maker. Guys, imagine that. Not only can we make our own markets, guys, but we can also be our own market makers if we want. Do you want to be a market? Who wants to be a market maker? Raise your hands, please. A raise of hand if you want to be a market maker, please. I know I do. I would love to participate, please. Please and thank you. Anyway, on users will be able to create vaults tied to specific strategies or categories, such as sports or politics, and earn fees by supplying liquidity. I mean, guys, where's Migs? I need to at Migs. Migs, get your butt on the Migs. Where's Migs? Wait, I need Migs. Sorry, boys. I need to get Migs on here. He's gonna love this. He's gotta love it. Migs, get on stream quick. Okay, once Migs is on, we'll kind of go over it a little bit again. But anyway, okay. Where was I? Users will be able to create vaults tied to specific strategies or categories, such as sports and politics, and earn fees by supplying liquidity. Others can invest in those vaults, effectively gaining exposure to market-making returns without actively trading. Oh my days. It's similar to copy trading, but for liquidity provision, Ali said. We're targeting yields of around 8 to 10% annually based on what market makers typically earn. Guys, are we still reading here or not? Are we reading? Guys, are we reading? The product expected to debut within weeks could introduce a new yield primitive in decentralized finance, blending prediction markets with passive income strategies. Not everyone wants to bet on outcomes, Ali said. Some people just want to earn from activity around those markets. This man has got it all. This man has got it all. And then, of course, we have the parlays that we're about to do now. Okay, boys and girls? Now, with that out of the way, we're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. Who's ready for the parlays? I know you're listening. I know everyone's lurking in here like, oh my God, the parlay. I can't wait. I can't wait for the parlay. It's going to be so good. Well, guess what? The parlay is now starting now. Okay. I read it hours ago. The Netflix versus YouTube analogy hits hard. I'm glad. Do you like it or do you not? Everyone's ready. Wide. Everyone. Every single person is ready. So what I will do right now is I will open the parlay window just in one little second here. And we have it right here. Look at the parlay. Look at that beautiful parlay that we have right here. Okay. And we're going to put it... Wait. Now I need it here. Where's the parlay? There it is. And here's the parlay. Perfect. And now we're going to make it smaller. We're just going to make it a little bit smaller on this side. And so we could just scoot it there. So guys, we are ready for the parlay. I like it. Parlay, the masters are here. Oh boy, I'll admit, if I haven't read it yet, so I'm listening to you. Thank you, Alpha. You see? Look at that. Timmer, just because you read it doesn't mean that everyone read it, okay? I read it. The vaults are so bullish, you have no idea. By the way, Timmer, you're going to laugh at this, but I had no idea about the vaults. I wanted to read this post on the stream and kind of like react with you. I read, obviously, the original post and everything. I knew the vaults were in there, but I didn't know what they were specifically. Like, guys, you don't understand. I don't know anything, okay? They lock me like in the back room, okay? I'm just a dude with a mic, and I look at the camera, and we're gonna go over some parlays. That's exactly what we're gonna do today. And so, with that being said, let me just cut that right there. All right. With that being said, let's get right into it. We got the first match of the EPL, Leeds versus Burnley, guys, ladies and gents, boys and girls. We're going to head right into it. So before we actually go into the details of everything, I just want to look at first the teams. Okay? I want to see what the teams are like in terms of like injuries. And then we're going to go on to Twitter. And we're going to see if their fan base is flaming them. If they're getting trolled and flamed by their fan base, that means they're most likely kind of crap right now. And so no one trusts them. Okay, so that we're going to try to get some vibes here. I lost almost all the accumulator bets I parlay. And that's exactly why I'm here. Oh, I'm so sorry that you lost everything, but I hope that you can earn it back. That would be pretty cool if you could earn it back. I wouldn't mind seeing you earn that back. Let me just make it so that I clicked on Ian, I guess. I didn't want to click on Ian. We have let me just turn the parlay off for a second so we can see everyone. So we have who do we have that's injured? Lucas Perry is there, good goalkeeper. How is this guy doing here? Ilya Gruev is injured. Seems like a good player. So everyone seems to be here for Leeds. They're missing Gruev, which I hope doesn't bother them too much. And then we have Burnley, which you can just see by the last fixtures aren't doing so hot. But they're missing Connor Roberts, Tuan Zebe, Bayer. Oh, they're missing a lot. Colin as well. Mejbri. Man, they're missing a whole bunch of people. And Amdouni. So they're missing quite a few people. This is probably maybe most likely going to hurt them. I think Sofa score is much better than these statistics. These aren't statistics. This is just the squad. Just for now, this is the squad. I'm looking at the squad. I just wanted to see how they were doing. But if when I do go over the statistics and you don't like it, we will definitely check that. I have checked out Sofa score. I've checked out all of them, to be honest. And this is the one site that I like the most. I feel like has everything in one. Romain, FUTmult seems to be more reliable. Last time we were checking stats, it said Lookman was injured and also Saka. But we did see that we saw them play yesterday. No, Saka was injured. Saka wasn't injured for this one. He was injured for the last one, and he was said to come back by end of April. So I guess we are end of April. And Lookman, it didn't say he was injured. It said he was uncertain. That's what it said next to his name. It said he was uncertain. So they did have the intro. For example, this one says early May. This is, for example, this one is doubtful. Tendon injury. So who knows? Maybe he'll actually play because this is a doubt. This is just a doubt, right? So that also helps us. It also lets us... but I will check these places out, of course. We definitely will check them out. If you guys don't like these, we'll check all of these out. There's ain't no problem at all. Look, Cullen, ligament injury. I mean, you're not coming back until, September. Hamstring injury, early May for this dude here. This one's doubtful as well. So we have 2 doubtful players, but doesn't mean they won't play. The site says more injuries are suspicious. It's up to your luck. Up to my luck. Maybe. But what I want to see is I want to see what Leeds United are posting. So I'm going to go on LUFC. Wow, they have 1 million followers. That's pretty good for Leeds. Good job, Leeds. And we're going to check 7 managers are guiding their sides to an unbeaten April. Vote now for Barclays Manager of the Month. Okay? Premier League of the month, Burnley. Do we have anything about the games coming up? I'm quite surprised of that, given the availability that has been limited and his overall fitness. Okay, so Noah Okafor. He's surprised that Noah Okafor managed to make it because apparently his overall fitness isn't good. So you see, guys, we're trying to use fans with us here. I'm not sure if that's the right word, suspicious or doubtful. Yeah, doubtful. Yeah, the injury says the site says the injuries are doubtful. Suspicious is more like, you know, like your how would you explain suspicious? Oh my God, actually, now that I think about it, how does one do that? Oh, Leeds bottling. I guess every single team in the Premier League bottles, right? I'd rather support Leeds player than West Ham players. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see if we can get something from a recent. I mean, Leeds isn't doing bad, right? Leeds isn't doing bad, but we don't have a lot of comments. Here we go. Spurs winning and us losing is guaranteed. Okay, so Spurs winning and us losing is guaranteed. This is what this lad has to say, which obviously is a Leeds fan. Leeds needs 3 points against Burnley on Friday night. It's a must-win, staying ahead of those in the relegation fight. Come on, Leeds, marching on together. We all knew GG would be missing a game or two anyway. Nothing changed in that regard. But with our medical team, I would be hopeful it is a cut in half any absence. As regards Pujol and Okafor, I wouldn't risk anyone for this Burnley game. You see, there we go. We were talking about these guys here. So they are doubtful. You see, they are doubtful. I wouldn't risk anyone for this Burnley game if they aren't close to 100% health. Need players back for the rest of the run in. I trust this group with or without some key players to get it done this Friday. Whatever side goes on the field. Bench some of the doubts. Look at that. You see? You see? I told you. Okay. So there are doubts. So we have those two players that are doubts. But these guys believe that Leeds, no matter what, has the capacity to beat out Burnley. Now, let's see what Burnley says. Even though Burnley on the table, as you can see here, they're not doing so hot. Now, I will look at your guys' sites as well. Just give me a second. I'll do SofaScore. Look at that. SofaScore. So SofaScore. Whoa. I clicked on some. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. SofaScore today. No, we want tomorrow. On SofaScore, we see Leeds versus Burnley. Can we see the teams? That's what I want to know. Can we see the players? Yes, we can. So here we have the players. So injured meniscus. And then nothing else. So you see, at least this site gives us the doubts. So Sofa does not give us the doubts. Oh, wow. There's a lot of people in the Discords. There's a lot of people everywhere. Look, full page view. Full page view. You want the full page view? This is the full page view. I can't make it more full than that. Let me just fix it on your side. Your guys' sides. Let me fix it, boys. Can I send link? Yeah, dude, send link in the Discord. I'll open it up. So I need Leeds. So I think Leeds will win. Burnley is a terrible form. Well, Burnley is not only in terrible form. Burnley is literally, not even last. But let's see, how many points do we have here? Burnley has 20 points, so they're going down 100% no matter what. They have nothing else to play. They have nothing else to play. Leeds is 15th, and they're fighting for their life, basically. You have Tottenham is playing against Aston Villa. While you're streaming, I'll be answering messages on Discord. Where's my sheriff badge? I appreciate you, Timur. I really appreciate you a lot. Okay, so let's go see Burnley fans real quick. We're going to try to give it 15 minutes per entry here. We're going to try for that. Okay, I think we can do that. I think that's no problem. Or we'll push it to like 10 minutes because we're only going to do 5. And then we're going to do the other 5 we're going to do in Discord later on. As said on the post. Next up, Leeds United. So as you can see, they don't even have a lot of like views, Burnley. Looks like they're getting farmed by meme clips. If you're going to Leeds tomorrow and Villa at home, which I am, now more than ever is time to show the club what it means to us and how passionate we are, in my opinion. Get behind the lads. Be proud. Be loud, be proud. Okay, so this guy, you know what? It's nice that they're not shaming on their team. Hopefully the players play with some freedom and ㍍xo gets a good reception. Okay, so another test Another tough test on the road. Leeds United away is never easy. So it'll all be about focus and taking chances when they come. Let's see what Michael Jackson would cook. Oh, jeez. What is this Michael Jackson stuff? Why is... Announce MJ. What is this Michael Jackson stuff? Hannibal is back. But anyway, yeah, there's not a lot of Burnley fans. So let's go... obviously look at the most important stuff, which is the overview and the past fixtures. In terms of past fixtures, we have defeat versus Burnley. I meant information available on the match page. Okay, I see. While you're okay, why MJ? I don't know why MJ. I'm trying to figure out why MJ, to be honest. I'm trying to figure it out. But before then, what do we have? Fulham lost, tie lost. So they haven't won. The last time they won was against Crystal Palace. But if not, they've only drawn or lost. Can they maybe find a draw? Again, they have a few players that are doubtful. This is something that we have to... oh, I closed Leeds. My bad. I have to go into Leeds now. Let's look at the fixtures for Leeds. We saw they lost against Chelsea in the FA Cup, only 1-0. They did a 2-2 versus Bournemouth. They beat Wolves 3-0, surprisingly enough. And then they beat Manchester United 2-1. We saw Manchester United had a whole bunch of injuries and whatnot. And that did not help the crew out to win. And so they lost. I predict the match will end 3-0 or 3-1. 3-1 for... the match is against... wait, who's home? Leeds. Okay, so Leeds is home. Okay, so you believe Leeds... Leeds, to be fair, Leeds doesn't lose a lot. They tie a lot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ties or draws, 7 draws, and they 2 wins, 3 wins maybe. Yeah, 3 wins with 3 losses. So to be honest, in terms of statistics, as we would say, let's look at the statistics as well for this one. Yeah, we can see that, yeah, Burnley likes to lose. Burnley is a good losing team. But can we maybe see a 0-0? That is the question. But anyway, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I will pull up the handy-dandy parlay here, and I will go and make a vote. Okay? I will go and make a vote. Start a poll. Who wins? And we do Burnley, or Leeds, rather. Wait, I have to go back. I have another doubt. Yeah, Leeds. Leeds, draw, or Burnley. This is what we're aiming for, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a nice little voterino on which you think is the right answer. Or not the right answer, but the right prediction. Okay, please, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's see, what are we going for here? 86% leads. Jesus, we got a draw coming in as well, it looks like. Yeah, we got a draw here. We got a draw. We got ourselves a little draw. All right, I'm just looking at the little the poll here, as you can see. Timmer, did you vote for Leeds? Who are we voting for, boys and girls? Let's see. We're 10 in the stream. We should have 10 votes, but if we're at 9, that's fine. Okay, that's totally fine. 9 votes. Leeds. We're going for Leeds. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, are we sure? We're like sure. Like 100 million %. Leeds. All right. I mean, hey, look, I will go, and so it's on record, okay? Because I get bullied in chat. I get bullied in chat by, who do I get bullied by? I think I get convicted bullies me. I don't know who else bullies me. I have a few other bulliers in chat because our community parlays have not even gotten close, okay? We haven't even gotten close. Next up on the Man, I lost some stuff. Sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me put it to the side. Anyway, next up on... Let's do it with... what did we say? Let me do what chat wanted, okay? I'll do what you guys wanted, chat. Give me a second. Why don't you use... So, Sofa... To be honest, I've used Sofa before, and I wasn't really a big fan. I feel like this page was the best, but I have not heard... Where's the other one at? Who else gave me a... I'll admit... No. Sofa is better. FUTmol. Okay. FUTmol. We're going to do FUTmol. Uh-oh. Is it FUT? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I going to have to... Okay. FUTmol. Wait, is it... That's the same thing I'm using now. Okay, so it's not that. Wait. Didn't I just read it? Am I okay? Hello? FUTmol seems to be... Oh, okay, you were just saying my thing. Sofa. You're checking statistics. Look at the match page, Romaine. I'm... Did you send me anything? Did you send me anything or no? No, you didn't? You didn't send me anything? Okay, perfect. Next up, we have Brentford versus West Ham. As you can see right here. Boys and girls. What are we thinking? Just off the rip, I want to just see what the comments are saying here. I want to see what the comments are saying real quick. What are we thinking about... Oh, my bad, actually. Let me remove that from the center of the screen. So first up, we have Leeds with the W. What are our first little thoughts with Brentford? What's our first thought with Brentford? What are we thinking? Brentford and West Ham. West Ham, they are fighting for relegation against Tottenham. If we do look at the table, we can see that the Spurs are 18th with 34 points, as you can see right here. We got 34 points for the Spurs and 36. So they're fighting for their lives here, guys. They're fighting for their lives. I'll tell you that right now. And Brentford, they're up in the they're not too far from playing European football. And I'm pretty sure that they would really like to be in European football, if you ask me. And so it is for that reason that before we go into the Twitters and see what they're doing, we got a draw here by Den. He's thinking it's going to be a draw. In terms of the squads, okay, we got a Timmerfleck as well. Timmerlenk. I think that's easy. Okay, so we got Rico Henry that is injured until early May. So that's soon. That's soon. Well, he won't be able to play again now, that's for sure. Jordan Henderson, injured until early May as well. Vitaly Janelt, also injured until early May. And then we have we have a ligament injury here. That's until, yeah, he's not coming back, unfortunately, until very late on into the next season, actually. Okay, so that was for Brentford. Now we have to go real quick, real quick, and we have to look at how... Wait, we got to go back here. We got to look at how West Ham is doing exactly. How's West Ham doing? Are they doing bad? Are they doing good? I sent you the link on Discord. Okay. Boom. I got the link. Sofa. Let me just get the link open. Let me see. I gotta check what it is. You know, I can never know if you know what I mean. Okay, we're gonna do it with this one. We're gonna just do it one time. It's okay. So here's the lineup. The lineup that they believe will be set up. We have Diassi, if no one knows who that is. Very, very good player. Obviously not playing very, very good this season since his grade isn't too good. All right, wait, I'm a little lost here because I have to look for things. So statistics, standings. Let's see, matches played. We're looking at Brentford. Oh wait, Brentford. They're on they're on draws and losses. They lost against Manchester United 2-1 on April the 27th, which was a couple 3 days ago. And West Ham are they won against Everton, and we also have Tottenham that managed to beat the Wolves, by the way. But West Ham also managed to come up with a nice little W here. All injury players and matches on the same page. Okay. I see what you mean. So here we can see who's injured and who's not injured. Can we or can we not? Yes. I see. So we have Fabio, Jordan Henderson, Rico Henry, and Vitali. Exactly what we said last time. Okay, wait. Let me go back to mine just real quick so I can go over everything. But I'll definitely look into Sofa as well. I'll see if there's like any inconsistencies and whatnot, and then we'll go from there. Of course. Where was I? Okay, so we saw a little bit of how the squad was doing. Again, I want to go on the Twitters and I want to check out their clubs. I want to see what the supporters are saying. That's important, right? They're the ones that are watching these games in and out every single weekend. Wow, they do not have a lot of... Nuno has been nominated for Premier League Manager of the Month. Okay, so we got a few players there. Are we going to see anything? Aha, there you go. We got the Brentford. Let's win it all. This is West Ham United saying this. Let's win the game. Remember, we have same goals. Relegate Spurs. Remember, we have the same goals. Relegate Spurs, give Arsenal a win, and 4-goal difference. London United. No way. No way. West Ham aren't good away from home. Wait, guys, you're totally right. I mean, you're totally right. This is they're onto something here. So the supporters totally want the win because obviously they want to like stay out of championship. That's for sure. Lost every game in this kit FFS for sake, if you know what that means. Big match to pull away. Brentford winless since February, but also we've never won at a G-Tech in PL. So a bit nervous. Wow, we actually wearing the third kit for once. Come on, West Ham, straight out them 3 points needed. What boozer are we meeting up and before the game? What boozer? That's an interesting one. I think it will end with 1-1. I'm not sure. Every match is a final for us, but I think this is the most crucial match of the season. So they're seeing it as the most crucial match. Cannot believe we're going to wear this shite kit. The passing and shooting needs accuracy. 250 appearance, 40 goals, and one of the finest players in modern history of Aston Villa. Congratulations on an incredible career. Okay, so that was West Ham. A little bit about West Ham here. And if we look at Brentford. So Brentford, they seem pretty confident, right? Because of Brentford's current form, which is draws mainly. Let's see. The skipper winning against West Ham with his B goal. Happy birthday, skipper. West Ham at home. Next up, West Ham at home. Go send them back to relegation. Please just effing win. Last up, you cried a lot. How you deserved better. All eyes on you. Brentford hosting West Ham at home. London Derby vibes with plenty of bite. You have only one job. Beat West Ham. One job. So this seems like it's going to be a pretty heated matchup. Just relegate them. You just depend on throw-ins. Any news about Jalt admin? No. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, let's look at the fixtures. This is definitely not the right one, of course. And this is why we will close it and we will open this one right here, and we will look at the past fixtures. Let's look at the head-to-head. I didn't look at the head-to-head in the last one. because everyone seems so sure. But the heads-to-head here are 7 wins for Brentford, 2 draws, and 4 wins for West Ham United. Okay, in the last one, it was draw in the FA Cup. 2-0 for Brentford, 1-0 for Brentford, 1-1, 4-2 in 2024 for West Ham, 3-2 in 2023 for Brentford, and then Brentford win. Yeah, so it's pretty... We'll say in the last few ones, Brentford seems to have the advantage on them. Okay? And now in terms of the past fixtures, so we saw that Brentford did a lot of draws. They lost against United. They drew against Fulham. They drew against Leeds. They drew against Wolves. Wow, they drew against the Wolves. Unfortunately, they got knocked out in the FA Cup. They drew against Bournemouth. And they beat Burnley. They lost against Brighton. Yes, they weren't doing too hot, huh, Brentford? From what I've been, from what I'm seeing right now. And if we click on West Ham, so West Ham is going to be a little bit different because they do have a few wins here. As you can see, they beat the Wolves 4-0. They beat Everton 2-1. They drew against Crystal Palace. Really good outcomes there for them. They lost against Leeds in the FA Cup. They lost against Aston Villa. They drew against Manchester United, which isn't bad, to be honest. They beat they beat Brentford, but that was penalty, and that was a 2-2. Okay, that was a 2-2. So that was a 2-2. This is the most recent result that we have. Oh, recent result between them two, I guess. Look like a draw. I think it will end 1-1. Okay, I guess everyone's ready to have a few predictions here. Are we ready to predict exactly what's going to happen, or are we not ready to predict what's going to happen? Are we ready? Are we ready? Do I need to pull up the parlay? Yes? Yes? All right, I pull up the parlay. No? Yes? Yes, no? Parlays? No parlays? We shall check and see who do we think is going to win between... Time to vote, boys and girls! Brentford. Okay, wait. Who wins? Who wins? We got Brentford. Yo, Brentford. Draw. West Ham. The Westy Hams. Look at that. Boom. Start the polls. Rock it up, boys and girls. Rock it up. I want to see what you guys are thinking here. We got 10 people in here currently listening in onto the alphas, which is an alpha, of course, right now. Who's going to win? Brentford, draw, or West Ham? I'm going to go... If it was up to me, I think I would go with a draw. Okay, that's for me. If it was up to me, only me, I would pick a draw. If it was only me, though, only me. That's just so that when I get bullied in chat, I say, "Oh no, but I thought it was a draw," and then they're not gonna draw, and they're gonna do the other one, and then I'm gonna get flamed even more. Everyone's saying draw. Get out of here. No way everyone says a draw. All right, we only have 6 votes and 10 people in. Who's AFK here and not voting? Guys, vote. We need to vote. We need to vote. The voting is very important, boys and girls. Oh, what's up, guys? Oh, Skull, welcome. Wait, we got it. Guys, if we see someone like... Let me send the link here. Copy link, welcome. We're on the stream going through the parlay. You can join. All right, so we got a draw here, it looks like. Okay, fine. I'm going to close it out. Did I influence them? I wonder. I think you did, Timberlect, because we can't forget that you are the reigning champion right now. Okay, and I'm very happy to have you as kind of like a guy that has already won, right? You already won. You know what it takes to win. You are a winner. So we are gonna go and click on draw, as you can see here, and we'll see what comes out with the other ones, I guess, right? Actually, let me just keep it open right here in the middle. I will keep it right here open right there so everyone can see, and then I will close it. Aha! Next up, very important, very important. We're gonna have, who are we gonna have? Do you know who we're gonna have? We're gonna have a Newcastle versus Brighton. I hope they don't ban me in the end of this parlay. Why would they ban? Oh yeah. Well, look, I'll tell you what. If you back-to-back it, and if Crazy Emma backs it, I tell you, there's something fishy going on in this. There's something fishy going on. And they're in for Bull. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. We're just going over a few teams here and there. You know what? I'm gonna keep this page open all the time, so that I have the games open. First up is going to be Newcastle United. I want to see how their team is doing. And as you can see, it's all red, guys. All I see is red. That's not a good start. Red against Arsenal. Red against Bournemouth. Red against Crystal Palace. Red against Is that Sunderland? Yeah. Red against Barcelona. There's red everywhere. Let's see if we can see a little bit more in depth. When's the last win? Against Chelsea, which isn't bad. Which is, to be honest, not far. It was the 14th of March, but since then we had 5 losses in a row. Okay? The squad. Let's take a look at them. Early June. Livramento. Late May, he'll be back. Let me drink some water. Fabian Schär, as you can see, he will be back in early May. And the most important one here to me is Anthony Gordon, which, to be honest, has had a good season. And he's very important to Newcastle, so hopefully he can come back and help them get a few wins. Newcastle's not looking very good. Looks like they're going to lose a bit of their players. I'm hearing like Bruno Guimaraes is probably going to dip. I'm not sure about Sandro Tonali. Really, I mean, Newcastle has like a really good team. Botman is amazing. I'm really a fan of this team, to be honest. I'm not sure why they're losing so much. Let's take a look, before we go to the Twitters, at Brighton's squad. Now, we'll go look at the fixtures since we did that with Newcastle. We saw that Newcastle beat Chelsea 3-0, dudes. 3 goddamn 0. You're thinking about placing a parlay? Go for it, my brother. Go for it. I think Brighton will win this. Okay, so Brighton. Okay, we see that the Brighton form, I mean, beating Chelsea 3-0, you have to do it. It's not like, it's not given to everyone. They beat Liverpool 2-1 as well. They beat Sunderland. Then they lost against Arsenal, unfortunately. They beat Nottingham. They beat Brentford. And then they lost against Liverpool, but that was in February. So that's not the current form, we're going to say. Obviously, football, things change so quick, so fast. We got to see how they're doing. So first up, first team we're going to look at is Newcastle. Newcastle United. Newcastle. Big Nick, Newcastle, Bruno, all that. Nah. Newcastle, West Ham. Our final home fixture of the season against... Oh, wow. It's going to be against West Ham United. That's not bad. Halftime against Swansea. What is this? What is this, guys? These guys don't post a lot, huh? So there's not... I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get some feedback on this one. Can't wait to lose 2-1. Okay, well, we get the sentiment just from the first comment, okay? Can't wait to lose 2-1. Training mood. Bleep tests, sell, awesome, okay, shite. All right, so we kind of get what's going on in this picture here. Here we got another one as well. Lads, Everton fan here. I'd love to take Sandro off you. Who's taking training today? It's JT away to Matvin with Eddie. Shite versus more shite. So we can see that this Jim the Seal guy, he's not a big fan of the current squad. What happened to Wizza? Get me that win. This admin is fucking idiot. I did say the F word. I'm so sorry, by the way. But I feel like, so the Newcastle admin, the intern for Newcastle isn't very bullish. He just posts pictures of the guys fighting for a ball. This is what we're looking at. So Ferdi Konglu is playing excellent for Brighton. Okay, you would know that because he's Turkish. Guys, he's Turkish. He knows what he's talking about. We got to listen to him. Newcastle, overall, people either don't seem to really care or they're tired of their team, unfortunately. And Brighton, let's see what Brighton's doing. Now, again, we can't forget that Brighton looking pretty good. Okay, 4 wins, 1 draw in the last 5 games. Not bad at all. Albion in April. Let's see. Unbeaten in April with 2 wins and a draw. Let's see if we can get any Alfaronis. You deserve this, and Mit Oma should win goal of the month. Interesting. The academy players. Okay. Getting set for Saturday. That's what we want to see. The Seagulls are circling again. And we know exactly how dangerous Brighton can be. Okay, Seagulls, they circle, but not like vultures, guys. Brighton can be when the weekend mood hits. After midweek continental drama, all eyes shift to Premier League grind where nothing ever is guaranteed. Which version of Albion are we seeing? Waiting for Ultraford. Ferdy. Look, we have Ferdy here. Ferdy here, who played for FUTvsVIT, looks like. Fabernash? How do you say it? I need to know how to say it exactly. I know I butchered it. I'm sorry to my Turkish listener here that's here with me. But other than that, yeah, they're not very active on Twitter. This club, they're not too active. Not a lot of comments, but overall, I think they're seeing bullishness for their team, which I definitely appreciate. And that being said, we're gonna look at not the fixtures. We look at the squads. We're gonna look at the head-to-head. That's what I was missing. Sorry about that. So in terms of the head-to-head, we can see there's a 2-1 in 2025 for Albion, 1-1. So it's pretty even. 10 wins, 8 draws, 5 wins. This one seems pretty complicated. Brighton, of course, is up at top of the league. This is what we have to keep in mind, is that Newcastle have 4 losses in a row. Albion have, well, right now 1 win in a row, but they won 4 games out of 5, which is good. And they're not far from keeping their, I think, do they get a playoff in the Champions League from that spot? I think they get a playoff for the Champions League in that spot. So they're going to fight hard. All right, guys, I think we got all the news that we need from this one. And we are going to get right into it. Galatasaray. No. He was from Galatasaray? Isn't Gala orange? I thought that was Fenerbahce. Next, okay. This one is going to be Newcastle. Who wins? No, but So you were sad about the Liverpool loss, right? Well, look, I'll make you feel better about that one. I'll make you feel better because I don't think you guys had a chance versus Paris. Let's honestly speak here. Let me turn on. Wait, give me a second here. Let me turn on a few lights. I see that it's like dark and stuff. Be right back. I'm gonna put on the welcome screen because it still has the music. We're back, boys. All right, we're gonna make this vote here. Who wins? Newcastle. Draw. Brighton. Who wins? All right, boys and girlies. Get me some votes up in there. up in there. Get me some votes. I want to know who's voting for what. Okay, ladies and gents, I want to know who's voting for what. I will personally, gotta say, Gordon's kind of out of it. Newcastle has been, like that. If I were to vote in the community thingy, I would to put Newcastle. Do they have anything to play for anymore? That's what we're thinking about here too, right? Newcastle, can they be relegated? No. Let's be honest here. They can't really. They're not too far. They're 8 points. They technically can't, but there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 teams behind them. There's 3 teams, right? So I'm gonna go and say a draw. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go and say that it's a draw. Okay, so I didn't look at the voting before. Man, we are neck and neck here, guys. How many are we on the stream? We're 11 on the stream. What are we gonna vote for? Who vote for NC? Yeah, who's voting for Newcastle, guys? Wait a minute. People are voting for Newcastle. No one's even voting for. Wait, Timmer, what are Timmer lengths? You think Brighton's winning this one? Okay, Timmer, but who the hell's voting for Newcastle? Yo, who's voting for Newcastle? We got 9 votes in. We're neck and neck. Okay. Wait, we got 10 votes in. Another one for Brighton. Huh. I chose draw. I would see I guess a draw. I mean, Newcastle has a really good defense. When they played against Paris, they were pretty tough to play, to be honest. Like defensively and whatnot, like they were a really hard team to. It went to a draw, guys. Oh my God, it went to a draw. No way. Guys, don't listen to me, okay? I'm just a dude with the mic. Okay, that was my opinion. That was just my opinion. Actually, God damn it, now I have a doubt. Let me see the past fixtures. Guys, I mean, they score goals, dudes. Every game, they score, at least 1 goal. Let's see the past ones. Yeah, they score all the time. Only against Liverpool. February, they didn't score against Aston Villa. But Newcastle is such a hard team to score against. Aren't they? Aren't they? How's the head-to-head going? Yeah, they never really did 0. Can we see a 1-1? All right, well, I guess we see a draw, guys. All right, well, when Brighton wins 2-0, we will know that we owe Timmer Lek, an apology, because we are going, boys and girls, we are going a draw. This is a draw. Let me just put that up there. Oh my God. We went draw, 2 in a row. All right, we got 2 left here. Let's see which one we got after that. We have a handy-dandy Wolves versus Sunderland. Can the Wolves manage to at least pick up a W, or will they just crumble totally? I mean, they have nothing else to win so far, right? They even lost to the Spurs, guys. They lost against the Spurs, but they did 2-2 against Brentford, surprisingly enough. But if not, let's look into the past. Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, it's not terrible, right? They won against Liverpool. Yo, they beat Liverpool. That's crazy. They beat Aston Villa. Yo, they beat Aston Villa and Liverpool back to back, and they're last. How crazy is that? You think we're gonna see a draw between Wolves and Sunderland? Yeah, Sunderland are on 2 losses. They have scored 36. Wolves only scored 24. That's a toughie. That's a toughie right there. But let's look at their team. So Sam Johnstone is injured early May, so he's not going to be back. He's doubtful. We have Ladislav. He's doubtful, but he may be back for this game. Enzo Gonzalez, he has an injury and is unknown. Besides him, everyone is here. Chi Chang Huang. I think he played for... Who did he play? He played for a German club, didn't he? We voting? I'm late. We're Yeah. Yo, wait. Migs, I promised I would look over this when you got back. You probably already read over it, but I'm just gonna, be that guy and go back anyway. Okay? Listen to this real quick. I want you to listen to this real quick. Did you read the ㆍxo vaults? Did you read about them? Or no? That's all I want to know. Did you read about the ㆍxo vaults? Because if not... Okay, wait. Actually, let me put back... No, this is a new article. New article. The ㆍxo vault. Okay, I want you to go read it real quick. Look, I'm gonna go and send a link. Yes, we are voting. So I'm gonna go back to the votes. If not, people are gonna rage. Okay, people are gonna rage. We don't want them to rage. But here is the team and the injuries for Wolves. And then for Sunderland, we have Moore that's injured. Not the starting goalkeeper, so it shouldn't affect them too much. And that, actually, nope. Bertrand Traoré, a very, very good player. Honestly, when he played for Lyon, I believe it was, I really loved the way... I felt like he was a spontaneous player. Very fun to watch. But definitely a lot of injuries looking in the forward section of the game here. Or not the forward, but the wings. The wings are having issues. The wings are definitely having issues. Let's look at Wolverhampton. No, Wolves. All right, let's see how good their Twitter page is. Home again on Saturday. Well, at least we got this. Why are all local pubs home fans only? A massive shame and makes you seem very unwelcoming and poor away day. Do places actually check? I had my eye on a couple of craft... Okay, For the first time in years, I generally can't face wasting my Saturday afternoon. Oh, damn. Do we plan on getting out of second gear this time? Giving Spurs their first win? Wait, the Spurs? No, this is against Sunderland, brother. Since we're long dead and buried, any chance of a smirker having a go? Another L incoming. Okay, so they're not, they're not very, they're not very enthusiastic about them winning. So read the article linked here now. Well, you don't have to read it now, but I thought of you when I was reading it because it's something that's going to get you excited because there's ㆍxo vaults, guys. Okay, you're going to be able to provide liquidity for... Just read. Trust me, it's great. It's great. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's great. RLB's Forced Reflections. Let's see if we got anything about... Okay. Oh, Wolves' son. Okay. Well, unfortunately, do we have any videos? Okay, so there's nothing from the Wolves. They don't really have... Or Sunderland. Sunderland don't like to... Sunderland fans don't have opinions, I guess. I guess that's how it is. Okay, wait. Sunderland, Wolves here. See you down there, Hawaii, the lads? Racist club, by the way. Begging for less white. Okay. We feel the frustration with Wolf score. Maybe we should do Sun prediction. How about we do that? Maybe Brighton could stick Wissa up for... No. This is Brighton, though. No, not good. We don't have anything from Sunderland, unfortunately. I guess that's a little disappointing from Sunderland. But in terms of Sunderland lost 5-0 against Nottingham. They lost 4-3 against Aston Villa, and they only beat Tottenham 1-0. They beat Newcastle. They lost against Brighton, so they're pretty. They're good, not good. They're what's the word? They are anxious to read that for sure. Spurs secured their first win of the year against Wolves. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. But in terms of the last 5 wins, or 5 games rather, there's 2 wins and 3 losses. For the Wolves, we are looking at a nice, well, we already said it, 4 losses. 4 losses. That is a huge one. And here we at least we have 2 losses or 3 losses and 2 wins. That's pretty good. But in terms of the table, Sunderland is in the middle. They don't risk anything. They can still, believe it or not, fight for the 6th spot if they win against the Wolves. So this is pretty good opportunity for them to win. Will they actually win? That is the question. Let's take a look at, they are missing quite a few winger players, very important players, if you ask me. All important players. What's going to happen? What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? It's very difficult to make a prediction for this match. I definitely agree. And this is why we're going to do a little overview here. And we're going to go into the head-to-head. Look, here we have all the injuries. Yeah, no good. See, FUTmob also has all the injuries right below it. I just like going through the whole kind of player list and whatnot. Makes it better. But head-to-head, it's pretty even as well. But Sunderland has won the last 2. But look, the last one before then was in 2018. Sunderland won the last one, though. And at home, but this is where is this? This is at Wolves' house, and they haven't played a lot, actually. This one's definitely a hard one. But seeing their forms, and seeing that they lost against Tottenham, but then they lost 5-0, this one's a hard one, guys. I have no idea for this one. I'm not gonna lie. I read everything. I went through all that juiciness, but who wins? I'm gonna let you guys come up with the outcome for this one. I have 0 idea. Wolves, draw, or Sunderland. Sunderland. Who wins? Who loses? Please and thank you. Let me know. Let me go and pull up the parlay again. Let me have a little drink of water. Oh, a draw. There's a draw. Let's see, we got 3 votes in, boys. All right, we got Sunderland win with 5 votes here. 5 votes for Sunderland. 5 votes for Sunderland. 5, well, not for Sunderland, but 5 votes. Sunderland is in the lead with 60%. How many people do we have in here? How many people do we have in here listening and watching us right now? As we speak, we have 7 people here live, locked and loaded. Who are we gonna vote for on the? What are we thinking? We got 6 votes in now. Okay, so Sunderland is going to take it. It looks like, and it's gonna be at 67. It's going to be a 67. 67. Don't say it, guys. Don't say it. I know. 6-7. 6-7. I know. 6-7. 6-7. I know. And here we're doing Sunderland wins. And then the last one, Arsenal versus Fulham. To be honest, to me, this one's a hard one as well. Because Arsenal, they have to play their full squad. Fulham, they're 10th in the standings, as you can see. And I mean, all around, let me just pull up the table here. Still here, my brother. Who say 67? I did not say 67. Me say 67. Never ever in your life will you hear me say. We have 11 wins for Arsenal, 6 draws and 2 wins. Last one, 2025, 1-0 for Arsenal, 2-1 for Arsenal, a draw in 2024, a win for Fulham in 2023, a draw in 2023, a win in 20... Okay, so we can see that the last win was actually not too far ago. It was about 2 years ago, which isn't bad in football language, as we would say. Let's see. Let's check out Arsenal's squad real quicks. Real quicks. We gotta see what the squad's looking like. Okay, we already looked at Timber. Timber was injured. And Saka, as you can see, is not injured. Not injured, Saka, but he played. Okay, who watched the game yesterday against Atletico Madrid? I felt like Arsenal were just terrible. They were terrible because the wingers, they didn't want to try and actually go into a 1v1 duel against their defending LB or their right back or their left backs, right backs. The wingers were trying to go in and then, oh no, I'm stuck. I'm just going to go out, pass the ball, pass. And then they would shoot out like right at the 20-meter mark. I don't know. It was not a fun match to watch. Atletico Madrid did surprise me in the second half though, because their pressing game was insane and they did not let Arsenal really do anything with the ball in the midfield. I feel like Atletico had more big chances than Arsenal, in my opinion. And if we look at that game versus Atletico and we look at the statistics, we can see that even though Arsenal on paper is better, Atletico did kind of dominate. And in the game, I mean, it was not a nice game to watch, right? These two teams, they like to defend like hardcore. This is how they work. Okay, this is how they work. Hello there, Ali. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is how they work. They like to defend a lot. Right now, they're not scoring a lot of goals. If we check up their last... Oops. Wait, why did I go back on... All right, I have to open Arsenal again. Wait, give me a second. All right, so if we click on Arsenal, of course, and we check at their latest fixtures, we can see, look, one goal scored, 1 goal scored, 1 goal scored, 0 goals scored, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 0 goals, 2 goals, 2 goals, 1. Right, they're just not doing so hot in terms of attacking. And maybe this is due to injuries in the squad. No, not even, because they have Goikarez that's available, Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, all these, S.A. Saka, all of these people are still here, even though there is Marino that is out. Okay? And in terms of Fulham, I want to do the same thing. I want to see who's injured first. Kenny Tet, very good player. I remember when he played in France. Very nice to watch. I have more faith in Fulham, but they won't have the strength, and it will end in a draw. Wait, you see a draw for Fulham versus... now, this is a table thing here. Fulham, they're 48 points here, guys. Okay? They're fighting for that Champions League spot here. Okay? They want that Champions League spot. As how? As how. Thanks, as how. Timmer, you vote for draw 2. We'll see what you guys are voting for. But wait. Fulham, you're going to... When you play against, a better team, the way you play is totally different. Will Fulham see this as like, okay, guys, we're playing against like Arsenal. Do they have beef with each other? That's the type of stuff that I want to know. These are things that I usually know about clubs, right? That's like kind of lore of clubs. I'm not sure if Fulham and Arsenal get along or not. How about in terms of fixtures for Fulham? So they lost. They won 1-0 against Aston Villa. Only 1-0, 0-0 against Brentford, 2-0 against Liverpool, 3-1 against Burnley, 0-0 against Fulham. So they don't score a lot, as you can see here. They don't score a lot, but Arsenal doesn't score either right now. So what can we see? What can we see exactly? That's what we're thinking to ourselves. And again, what are they going to prioritize? What is their squad going to even look like for Arsenal? That's what I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think to myself, what squad will they're going to have to play their first team? They have to. Unless they have to choose a competition. Are they going to choose the Champions League or are they going to choose the Premier League? If you were the Arsenal... If you're an Arsenal fan, what do you choose? The Champions League or the Premier League? Yeah, there's so many draws. Unbelievable. But what do you choose? Do you choose a draw or the Premier League? I want to know. I'm asking for my cousin, for science. Know what I mean? If you know what I mean. But then, while I wait for that answer here, I want to go again and I want to look at Arsenal. So I'm going to go under their club and I want to see what they're looking like. So showing up in Madrid. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Newcastle. No, nothing about Fulham. Let's see if there's anything about Fulham. They just played against Madrid. So that's what it's going to be at. But let's see what they have to say. The Mask in Madrid. Do they have the final score or no? Let's see if they have the final score. Match report. I'm looking for one with like a whole bunch of comments. All about play next week. Read our semi-final first leg match report. I'm not going to read the report. It's not going to happen. Moaning on TV. Uh-oh, he's not happy. Play better. Stop being blank negative and hoping for set pieces. Always complaining. Guy doesn't inspire anyone. His own team are getting sick of him. They're talking about Arteta, by the way. Just so if you didn't know. So Arteta, if you guys didn't listen to the post-match interview, yeah, he was complaining about the second penalty that wasn't allowed, or it was overturned even. And guys, I mean, the second penalty was such a slight touch. If it was penalty, that would have been robbery, in my opinion. I don't feel Arsenal deserved to win. I feel like a draw was... I feel like Atletico, in terms of statistics, should have been in front. Statistic-wise, of course, we looked at it. But they weren't. I thought they would win yesterday, but they didn't deserve to. You thought they would win. Okay, that's interesting. I thought they would win as well, but clearly they didn't deserve to. I felt Madrid was like more... They were more hungry, it felt like. And Arsenal right now are not hungry. I think that's the main thing. And this was not a penalty. Touched his leg before touching the hand. I don't understand this referee anymore. Keep your head high into the next game. It was much better compared to the basketball we saw yesterday. Oh, wait. This was a much better match compared to the basketball we saw yesterday. This is still an open game because in football, anything can happen. We simply do not have the quality. End of story. So this is an Arsenal fan that's saying that. Arsenal on the way to the final UCL. Meanwhile, a certain team will be the first team to wear World Cup champions badge to play Conference League. Arsenal have a great chance to reach the final. We're cheering for them. This match was surprisingly entertaining. Okay, so boring football bottlers. All right, so all right. We're getting a mixed of emotions in there. And how about Fulham? Let's see if Fulham is a more compact club. How are they doing? Not far away from, not in, what the hell? Not in the away end on Saturday. Head to Fulham Pier for the Arsenal match. Okay. No comments on that. Huh. Next matchup. Okay, we got a lot of comments on this. Arsenal versus Fulham. Just play Haram football. 0-0 is very good results. We're mates. Just let us have the 3 points easy. We want to ship you to 13th position where you belong. Come running. We win this game and we give Gabriel Jesus in return. Okay, give us the 3 points and we'll loan you. No. Okay, so we have Arsenal fans here that are in the comments trying to... Don't stress me, please. Give me the 3 points. Thank you. Can you please spread legs for Arsenal? Please don't stress us too much. You don't even need a point in this game. Yeah, they do, actually. You know... Am I under Arsenal or Fulham? Why is there only Arsenal fans in this thing? Just spread it for us. You're not fighting for anything. Okay, so we could see that Arsenal fans are a little scared, actually. In the Fulham comment section. As you can see, that is what's going on. Anyway, that's what we got for that. And now we're going to look at the most important thing of all. Guys, it is the parlay. And this is the final one before we head off to the Discords afterwards. Later on today, in a few hours, we'll finish off this parlay in the Discord. And then we'll submit it in. And we'll see who's the winner. Okay? So let's start a little poll. Who wins? Arsenal. Draw. Fulham. All right, boys and girls. What are we thinking? Arsenal, United fan here. Arsenal will win easy. I don't know about easy, because don't forget, they play on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure, actually. Let's go check that. If we go on FUTmob and we go on next week, can we go into next week? I think they play next week Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. They play Tuesday. Okay, so they don't have a lot of time to chillax. Nobody believes in Fulham. Yeah, no one does believe in Fulham. Unfortunate for them. But hey, the only thing that matters is what you believe, right? Your conviction is what matters the most. That's what matters the most, boys and girls. That's what matters the most. Hey, are you guys seeing this? Wait, let me show you guys this. Are you guys seeing this? Barcelona SC. They have like the same thing, and this is a club. What in the world? This is a club in what league is this? Serie A. For what team? Venezuela? Colombia? What team is that? Oh, that's Ecuador. Interesting. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so we can see that Arsenal are playing on Tuesday, guys. We have to keep that in mind. Arsenal win? That's it? That's it? Are we sure? Are we sure? Are we sure? We got 9 people watching here for 9 votes. That sounds like a plan to me. And can we get maybe... All right, I guess we're seeing Arsenal win, boys. All right, Arsenal is the winner here. Arsenal takes it. And I will pull up the nice little Arsenal here. Here's the halftime, guys. Boys and girls. We have the halftime. Leeds win against Burnley. Draw against, draw in the match between Brentford and West Ham. Draw in the match between Newcastle and Brighton. Sunderland win in the match between Wolverhampton and Sunderland. And then we have an Arsenal win with Arsenal versus Fulham. All right. This is the halftime for the parlay. We're going to continue in the Discord later as I said. So with all that being said, guys, boys and girls, do we have anything else that we would like to add on to the show before I wrap it up? Yeah, if Arsenal don't win, ban you? No, I don't want to ban you. I don't want to ban you, brother. Why would I want to ban you? Why would I want to ban you? But anyway, no, nothing. Thank you, boys and girls. I will catch you guys. I will catch you guys later on the Discord. Let me tell you. Oh, wait, I still have this on here. I will catch you guys later. Wait, I got it. How do I take... Okay, so, oh my... Which one is it? Oh, it's this one. I will... Oof, sorry about that one. I will go and join you guys in the Discord a bit later. I gotta go for now. But once I get back on the Discord, I see that the Discord is nice and toasty. I feel like I see a lot of people are talking. I'm really liking what's going on here. Timmer, you know the gig. Timmer. You gotta be in there. You gotta take care of our people. Everyone in here who knows ㅍxo. Okay, I'm talking Keelian. I'm talking Legendary. I'm talking Timmer. I'm talking even the other Timmer, because he was here since Alpha. All the Timmers. Who else? A Thiver as well. All you guys. Any people that you see in the chat, help them out. Any newbies, help them out. You know, I'm not going to be on for a few hours, but once I'm back, we're ready to grind. Just help them out. Make sure that they're all happy in this toasty community. We will help everyone out. And with that being said, I hope you guys had a fantastic... If Arsenal don't win, Romain goes bald. I mean, guys, I will go bald because the stress is too much. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this beautiful stream. I will catch you tomorrow.